Party people, your dreams have been fulfilled. I'm back, it's your man A. Taylor, with another episode of Yo, Stop Playing. Today is going to be a pretty short video. Not going to take a lot of your time. I know everybody's spent after that election. That's crazy. But I'm not going to touch that. I ain't going to touch that. What I will discuss today is the suspension of Joel Embiid. And basically what I'm going to do today, I'm going to piggyback off some of the comments that was made by Kenyon Martin Sr. on Gil Arenas' podcast. He said some interesting things that I think are not really being spoken towards, or not getting enough burn or enough light. He spoke about the incident with Joel Embiid and the reporter. And some of the things that he said, I kind of said as well, that what this problem wouldn't even existed if management had stepped in from the rip. If management had stepped in from the gate and said, "Look here, dog, it's a noble idea, but you basically hobbled through the playoffs on one leg, and we got big plans. We're looking to spend money on Paul George. We're gonna max out Tyrese Maxey, pun intended. And if you play right, we're gonna max you out too. Give you a nice $193 million contract. But you better not take your ass to the Olympics. In order to get that contract, you need to put yourself in the gym and stay there and bang out until you get right. Till you get that knee right the way it needs to be to endure this serious playoff run we about to embark on. Now, had you done that, you wouldn't have no problems. But he goes to the Olympics, play basketball further than he ever played in his career at any particular time, added some more wear and tear, came back. They said he lost 25 pounds. Okay, you lost 25 pounds. What did you do to lose that 25 pounds? And was it then when you re injured the knee? See, management got to take some responsibility. Now, fast forward to the problem we got with the reporter, right? Okay. When that article came out, they knew this article was out there. Why didn't they revoke that reporter's media pass to the locker room leading up to the game? You knew Embiid read it. You knew he wasn't going to like it, and it was going to be on site. On site. For those that don't know what on site means, that means when I see you, it's going down. If it's in the church, if it's in the supermarket, if it's in the drive-through, wherever I see you at, it's going down. That's what on site means. So, party people, you learned something today for those that were unaware. But then you turn around and he's suspended. Like, you kind of hung him out to dry to make him look like the bad guy in all this. Once again, clowns in the front office. All this could have been prevented. Now, I understand Joel wants to have that national acceptance, and some folks are after that. Personally speaking, I would just be the bad guy and say it is what it is. Those that know and respect my game and what I do and the time I put in and the effort I've put in and the sacrifices I've made, y'all know. So for those that never picked up a basketball or too unathletic to pick up a basketball or any other ball for that matter, trying to get their exceptions is a waste of time. So I think, to turn around and suspend this dude, I understand there has to be some type of repercussion, but The right thing for the Sixers to have done would have been they suspend him and hit him with the wink wink suspension. Now that would just bought him an extra couple of days to get himself right in this ramp up period. But this way he keeps his money. He gets suspended and he loses three games pay. I think it's something to be said to that. So, like I said, this was going to be a quick one. I don't believe in a suspension. I think at the end of the day, I get it. You can't go around putting your hands on folks. But if you understood this, if what he says is true, and you know it's actual factual, how much he loved his brother, and you talking about the man's first and only kid, you gotta know, motherfucker, Joker gonna take that serious, and he gonna be ready to put them hands up, move some furniture. You just can't go around saying what you want to say and flying off at the lip and get no repercussions. Then you compound the matter by taking Daryl Morey and Elton Brand, take the reporter into a separate room, sit them down, and they apologize. They should have been like, "What the hell are you doing?" If he's a beat writer, or get him off the beat, then assign somebody else. Then, but you basically in my face set me up to failure. How does have this dude mouth off about my kid, then turn around and apologize for the organization? You ain't apologizing to me. And I said, you think I don't see that? I can see why he feels a certain level of disrespect. The man's been out here playing on twice with a broken face. Face so broke at one point, looked like the man was out here having a stroke. His damn right eye was just like doing his own thing, looking crazy. You had all type of neurologists and experts talking about what the condition was he was having. How you gonna go and play with his kids like that? Play with his wife or family. So he has a right to be mad. He has a right to be angry. Like I said, my issue is not questioning his willingness to get out on court because obviously he showed it time and time again for the city of Philly, but also he showed it through the Olympics, which I would not have gone. You saw what the Clippers did. No, no, you ain't, Kawhi. No, you ain't. You better bring that ass back. And we ain't seen him since. So, like I said, there is some shared responsibility in all this, and management need to take a portion because at the end of the day, this reporter didn't get suspended. You just can't sit up here and attack folks. Your job is to cover basketball. Your job is not to cover my family. Your job is not to try to diagnose my family or whatever the case may be. That's not your job. And I think something needs to be said to that. Because this dude is scot free. And like I said, I'm sure at some point in time he's gonna play the role of victim. Look how big he is. I'm just a guy. Come on, bro. You know what you was doing when you wrote that letter. And what about the people at the Inquirer who allowed that thing to even go to press? You got editors over there to monitor stuff before it goes out. You know? And yet, you let some mess like that go out there. You know what I mean? Like I said, certain superstars don't get that type of foolishness. Kobe didn't get that. Shaq, Penny Hardaway, you name them, they get certain type of treatment, but questioning their ability to be on the court or their willingness to be on the court, now I think that's the wrong thing to question. I think you can question his ability to remain in top-notch conditioning. That might be something you want to speak to. But like I said, as long as it's basketball, nothing's off limits. But when you start talking about someone's family and their kids, you playing a very sensitive game that can go to the left real quick. Enough of me babbling. Let's hear what you got to say. I'm curious to know your perspective, or maybe, like I said, you got a particular angle that you want to discuss. Give me your feelings, man. Like I said, I welcome debate, but I also welcome different perspective. I'm not gonna shoot nobody's opinion down because they're yours. But if it makes sense, hey, we can talk about it, and even if it don't. Like, comment, subscribe. Party people, as always, be safe, bless up, tell a friend to tell a friend, and I am out.